Okay, well, we're live. So, today I'm doing a live broadcast, a live cooking broadcast. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start turning on everything that I need to turn on. And today, we're going to make a shepherd's pie. But it's not your normal shepherd's pie. I've got my ground meat. I'm going to, right here, I'm about ready to cook up some garlic, saute it a little bit to add to the ground meat. I've got here peas and carrots. And over here, I've got water, which I'm warming up now for the rice. So it'll be just a few moments while we get this warmed up. The oven is also on. Get the pan out because this pan is going to be used later. So I thought that today would be a really good day to just do a live broadcast on cooking. I thought about it the last time I did a broadcast. Why can't I do this as a live? I think this would be pretty cool. So I wish I had better camera angles. Like straight down and stuff like that, but I just don't. So you'll have to bear with me. And I'm trying to get everything digitally set up. I hope you can hear me. And nobody's there yet, but I'm getting everything warmed up. This won't take too long, really. It shouldn't take no more than 20 minutes or so. All right. And nobody's there yet, but I'm getting everything warmed up. Won't take too long, really. All right, so here, there's a delay. I've got my laptop on this, so I can look at chat when it comes up. And so we get the butter going good, then we'll get the garlic in there. I do need to get some more pepper. And of course, while I'm waiting for that to heat up to put in the garlic, I'm going to go ahead and get the cream of mushroom soup ready. Okay, so how's everybody doing on this Sunday? I'm doing wonderful. I'm going to make this Filipino style, but I'm not using pork. I've made it with pork before, pulled pork, and it turned out great. But today, I'm just simply going to do something else. I've never tried this with ampalaya. So this is something that would be nice to try. And but it's going to cover everything and anything. If anybody's there, say hello. Okay, I'm showing. It's hot. I'm showing 2 people. Hit your like button if you're watching. Okay, now we're going to start getting into business. So, I've already got some chopped up garlic. Can't ever have too much garlic. Said it before, if you eat a lot of garlic, it gets in your body, it gets in your system, and mosquitoes don't like it. In fact, it's toxic to them. But there's not enough garlic in here to overpower what I've got to do. Okay, garlic away. This has been a kind of a lazy day. I'm kind of deciding what it is that I wanted to do a video on. I did one this morning. I did one, and it was still early in the morning because it's still kind of dark outside. This is butter, by the way. I'm sauteing it in. Let's see. I hope I just don't turn off my I'm using my phone as a hotspot. So I'm going to try to turn the hotspot back on. Okay, and it's back on. I got to keep a watch on that because it's not very consistent. So I got to keep a watch on the hot spot so I can keep it. Got my laptop, hooked with my phone so that I can use the hotspot. Like I said before, it was a lazy day today, and I made a video earlier walking down through a dry creek bed, and which normally, it's not too far from where I live, but it's normally got water running through it. But it's been so dry and no rain that, you know, it's just rocks. Basically, it's just rocks on the bottom. And I did that. It was a 5-minute video called Walking Through the Creek Bed. And, okay, now it's telling me I have no internet. All right, so I'm just about done here. With this. You don't want it to be burnt. You just want it lightly browned. That pulls out the garlic flavor and out of the garlic, and we're going to all add to this. And I've got the water going over here, and rice. So we're all gonna, I'm not gonna do just one item at a time as I've done before. We'll try to get it all done at the same time. Now what I'm using is brown rice. This is not your standard white rice. This is brown rice. It's still got the some of the husk on the rice, so it hadn't been completely cleaned off the rice. The husk actually is good for you, and so I got the. All right, that's just about right. Okay, so we're gonna take this and just set it down over here for a moment. And I'm going to get some water. Okay. People ask me why I use water with minced beef. Well, truth of the matter is, it helps in the cooking, actually. It helps in the cooking of it. If you mix it just right, you don't, look at this, you just mash it, mash it, mash it, mash it, mash it until it's just real fine crumbles. If you don't add water to it, what happens you'll get clumps of meat, and I don't want the clumps of meat in this. I want it to be as fine as I can get it. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic, the butter, remember it's still hot, so the burner is still hot. Now I can put that here. Then I'm going to add the vegetables. Okay. Look how fast this just empties out. Check this. I hope I put enough rice in there. But if I didn't, at least you'll get the idea. So I'm going to take this. You know, I didn't think about it, but I'm adding salt and pepper. I didn't think about it. I should have bought an onion, but this was kind of a last second thing. Okay, now it's all mixed up. So I'm going to get some onion powder. At least it'll give it the flavor of the onion. Oh, did it again. All right, I'm going to check the, there we go. Okay, and do this, and all right, now we're back. Okay, now the internet's back up on my laptop. So while this is cooking, why don't you guys give me a chat, a thumbs up. Take this, put this over here to wash, and I don't know if you guys know, but I like chili powder, so I'm going to put a little chili powder in it. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to kind of give it a bump up. And you got to keep stirring it, because if you don't keep stirring it, it will clump at the bottom, you know, where the heat is. I have an small induction cooktop. I would prefer to use that, but this pot here does not have a steel or an iron bottom. It's aluminum, so it is not induction cooking ready. Induction cooking is actually a lot better. You don't get a lot of heat on the outside. You don't waste a lot of heat. You just, it only works when the pot is right on there. And I use it when I when I make beans. I will use the induction cooktop, because my other pot that I used to make beans is a metal pot. I mean, it's a stainless steel. So keep this going. What you want to do is to cook this until the water is evaporated. Once the meat itself is cooked, you don't have to stir it so much. You just got to do it while the meat's still red. But once the meat has once the meat has been cooked, you can just let it sit there and just kind of come by every now and then and just stir it. I got to watch her again. So we'll do that. Just leave that there. So give me a thumbs up if you're there. I got 2 thumbs up. Thank you for giving me that second thumbs up. Also, if you can, let your friends notify your friends. Tell them I'm here. I'm doing a live cooking. I'm making today a shepherd's pie. I really do hope I made enough rice. I don't want to have to go back and make some more. So I'm doing everything all at the same time. The oven is already preheating, and what's going on here? Sometimes this hotspot for my phone works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I can get it to work for more than an hour. Other times it's you know, it's only a few minutes. But anyway, give me a chat, tell me how you're doing, answer me a question, and we can go on. I'm here for you today. No monologues. You know, I'm fed up with the monologues for a while. I'm not standing behind a pulpit. I'm standing behind a pulpit, that's different. You know, then I'm preaching. And today I just want to turn up the heat. Today I just want to do you. And okay, it did it again. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be one of those times it's just difficult. It doesn't matter how it doesn't matter how I do it, whether I can do it using a USB port plug or a doing it by wireless. It's going to do the same way. I downloaded the app for this because the internet is not very good. I thought this would make it better, but it is what it is. All right, so we're going to let this cook down. This water to be used up too fast. I'm thinking really I need to add more rice. Again, I'm using brown rice and I'm not using white rice. Brown rice still has a husk on it and are parts of the husk. It's not been fully, you know, cleaned out. So there we go. I got someone watching again. So anyways, I always keep rice in my freezer. One, I don't like rodents in the house coming after the rice. I also don't want roaches or anything else getting into it. So I keep rice in the freezer. It does two things. One, it kills the bug eggs that have the eggs that the bugs have laid in the rice when they were when it was palay. So when I was still out on the rice field. 3 words in Tagalog, I believe, for rice. One is palay, which is rice that's still on the stalk out on the rice field. The other is what's the other one? For some reason I want to say bakit, but bakit means why. And let's say bigas. Bigas. It's rice that's ready to be eaten, but it's not cooked. And then there's kanin, which is cooked rice. So that's I am now making bigas into kanin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong on that. But while this is doing here, I'm going to go ahead and wash what I've already used. I might need to come back and use some of it later. You know, I really like to cook. You know, I'll tell you what, some of the best cooks I've seen have been Filipinos. They know how to cook. Two things they know very well, the Filipinos I hang around, that I know. One, they love to cook. Two, they know their scripture. I want to tell you something. They will let you know if you are wrong scripturally, as far as quoting or anywhere in the Bible like that. They will let you know, because these girls know their Bible. And that is very awesome. In fact, I'll put it to you this way. Most of the Filipinos that I know, and that's men and women, can quote the Bible very, very well. They are masters. You put them in, you do a verse contest where someone calls out a verse. I'll tell you what, they're going to be the first one to find it in the Bible and stand up. These kids and these people are extremely good. One of the best youth camps that I hear about is the ones that go on for these Bible youth camps that they've got. And that's a good thing. One, it gets the Word of God into them, and two, if they're in their Bible, they're less likely to be out doing things they shouldn't. Okay, so, one more item. So now I've just washed all the ones that I just used. Who else is here? If you give me a thumbs up, go ahead and get on the chat. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me. Ask me questions. I'm here for you tonight. You're just looking at one side of the kitchen here, because that's how I have the camera set up. I have it on a tripod, and for my telescope, I have a small telescope, and I have a tripod for it, and I had a box when my dad sent me something, and I cut a hole in the box, and I put my selfie stick into the box, and the camera sticks out, and I have it angled, so, and I don't want to mess it up and turn it around or anything like that. Okay. Well, the meat is cooked. See, this is how you want it. You want it crumbled. Oh, you know what? The camera stopped. No wonder. Okay, well, you're going to get me like a radio then. You're going to get my voice. It's still recording. So, it's still recording. I still got it on my laptop. And feel free to give me a chat. Let me know what's going on with you. This is going to be as long a video as it takes to make the shepherd pie. It looks like I'm going to be longer on the Wi-Fi here than usual. So that's a good thing. Well, I'm going to get my GoPro out because I'm going to have to do a follow-up. There we go. That DDD was my GoPro. Okay, what happened? The battery's full, so I don't know why it would turn itself off. Okay, so things just not wanting to do today. So there we go. So basically, because the live stream or my live stream app on my phone suddenly screen froze, so I'm doing this here. What I'm doing is making a shepherd's pie. And what I'm going to do, the live stream will then continue, and I will later download the live stream and make this one. So I'm using my GoPro at the time. Here I've got rice cooking. I'm using brown rice, not the white rice. It's still got some of the husk on it. And I've got minced beef, carrots, potatoes, and garlic with salt, pepper, and onion powder, because I didn't think about going to the store and getting onions, and a little bit of chili powder. I add water to my minced beef when I'm cooking it, and so this is just one of those things. The reason I do is because if you mash up the minced beef to it's fine and there's no clumps, and when you start heating it, what happens is that you basically will get no big chunks. You'll just have nice crumbled meat. Now you got to let it cook down. You got to let it cook down until the water's gone, and sometimes that can take a while. And I'm almost done already. All I got to do is let this cook down, and and then put it in the pan. I still got to put in the cream of mushroom soup, but I won't do that till later. And put it in the pan, put it all together, and then you will have your shepherd's pie. So that's how it is right now. My laptop is showing that the video has stopped, but yet when you look here, you can see that the counter on the live stream is going. So that tells me, yeah, this is my setup. It's a tripod for a telescope with a box, and then that's how I have it set up, so that you can see what I'm doing, and I can use both hands. So anyway, yeah, it's funny. I'm still showing. I'm live. I've had 2 likes already. Come on, if you're watching this, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, and then hit the bell. Hit the bell and decide how you want the notifications to come in. I try to do at least a video a week. This week I've done quite a bit, some live streams. I got probably do another one again tomorrow, and then things are going to start getting hectic again. So if you're watching, give me a thumbs up, a like, a comment, talk to me on the chat. And subscribe. After my last live stream, I got another subscriber, so I had 11 likes just watching the live stream. So that was good. That was awesome. I don't know how long they watched it, but they did. At least a few minutes at least. I haven't checked to see what the numbers were as far as how many watch minutes were on that, but I want to thank everybody who's watched it. Yeah, you can see the water starting to come out of it. It's boiling out. It will evaporate out, and then you'll just be left with the meat and the vegetables. You know what? I'm not going to download the live stream. That's going to be a pain. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let it go as it is, and then I will upload. This. There we go. That rice is getting almost done. Yeah, it's a little bit I got to clean up over there. Yeah, that rice is got about another 10 minutes. I can pull it off. Yeah, we're getting close now. The thing I hate about cooking in a house or an apartment is the fact that it gets extremely hot. And I'm sweating right now. I still got somebody watching. Just a couple of shout outs. If you like YouTube channels that are Filipino American, this one is a good one. Even though my Filipino friends and family all seem to be very shy when I come around the camera, but they'll do their own videos and then they send them to me and then I upload it for them. Wonderful, wonderful family. And then I have, there's one that's Philly in the Philippines, and it's Brian and Lut, or Louisa. Lut's her nickname. It's their life in Angela City. And Lut has her own channel called Lut's Diary Adventures. You can go and check her out. She runs a Sorry Sorry store, and she'll take you through going through the market, 2 in the morning to go get her stuff that she's going to sell. She sells fish and vegetables and stuff like that. There's foreigner farming in the Philippines. It's Brian and Maricel, and this is their take on how to farm in the Philippines, their trials, their errors, their successes. One of the big successes he's got going right now is his milkfish. He's got they've got a milkfish pen out in the sea, and they are still quite a ways away from harvest. I know the last time he did it, they wanted to be at least 2 or 3 fish per kilogram. I think that's somewhere in the magic number. And this rice is not quite there yet, almost. I'm going to keep stirring it. I don't want it to stick on the bottom. And he's got a piggery, and he's got an Ozola pits. He's got a tilapia pond. And go and take a look at his foreigner farming in the Philippines. Another one is Lynn and Anthony, life in the Philippines. Lynn is spelled Lyn. You can you can go and see their life. Now Anthony just got back to Bohol. Apparently the Philippine government is now allowing people with long-term visas, such as those with 13A visas. That 13A visa is a spousal visa for example, an American married to a Filipina. And that gives him permanent residency, I think, after 2 years. He's got to report in every so often just to let him know that, he's doing well, he's there, nothing else is going on. Really, the Philippines would love for you to stay as long as you are not bastos or very rude. Don't insult the people, don't insult anybody, do what they tell you to do. If they tell you to wear a mask, wear a mask. It's real simple. You got, from what I've heard, you have to go into Walmarts now, or HEBs, or any other place, Home Depot. You have to wear a mask to go in. So if you've got to do it in the United States, guess what? You're going to be doing it in the Philippines. Let me see. Lynn and Anthony, check out theirs. Lynn and Anthony's life in the Philippines. That's also another Phil-Am couple. He's still on I think he's day 9 of his 2-week quarantine in Bohol. He already did 2 weeks in Manila, and now he's doing 2 more weeks at the Barangay Hall. They have a special place set aside for quarantine. Then after that, he's got to go another week in quarantine at his own house. So, that's over a month of quarantine. I think it's a little excessive, because if you don't have it when you come in and you pass the quarantine in Manila, and then you don't have it when you get to Bohol or wherever your place is, Luzon, Cagayan Valley, or Batangas, it doesn't matter. If after you've done that and you are still negative, you should be free to go. But it's not my decision to say yes or no. It is the Philippine government's decision. It's the barangay's decision. It's the province leader's decision. Okay, I'm going to take that off and turn off the power. Go get the cover. Get ready to put that back on once it's cooled down. Is anybody there? Okay. Oh, what are you telling me, Mr. GoPro? Okay, so basically this is what I've done so far. I already did the minced beef. I've got the carrots and the peas in it. Some people add potatoes. I'm not going to, because I'm going to use rice later. And I've added some sauteed garlic. My spices only include pepper, salt to taste, and powdered onion, because I didn't have any onion, and a little bit of chili powder. So that's the spices that I've used. See, it's getting to the point now where the water's almost. What I do is I will put in a cup of water, and then I'll put the minced beef inside the water in the pot, and then I'll squish up the minced beef until it's into fine crumbles and not into large chunks. This keeps it from doing that. The water will actually keep it from doing that, creating large chunks. And you got to keep stirring it until the meat is actually cooked. The meat is cooked now, so you got to just keep stirring it until the meat's cooked. And once the meat's cooked, you don't have to really stir it anymore. I'm just stirring it right now because, you know, I do have it the fire set pretty high. And then what I've got here is rice. And the rice is, for all purposes, it's done. But of course, to make a good shepherd pie, you've got to put it in the oven, and you know it'll finish cooking in the oven. The parts that are not cooked, I can see some of the rice. You know, they're a little brighter. See. No, a lot of that rice is already cooked. There's still some pieces that are not. But that's okay, they'll be cooked later. I use brown rice. It's actually better for you than white rice. I also like to use wild rice, but I couldn't find any in the store. Wild rice, you got mixtures of brown and white, and it looks like black, you know, and wild rice is actually even better for you than brown rice, but I couldn't find any. I've got this here. I'm still showing I'm online on my laptop. I'm showing I'm online. I've had 2 thumbs up, and I'm still showing I'm online here. And it's been already 52 minutes. Hopefully this will be just about done. You can see my setup. It's a tripod that I have a small telescope, so I use the tripod with the a box on top. I cut a hole in the box so that I can put my selfie stick in where it can hold the camera or the cell phone, because the cell phone has the app for live. I can't use YouTube Live just simply because I don't have enough subscribers. I've got to have 1,000 subscribers in order to go live on YouTube. Now we're almost getting there. Almost done. Well, I'm going to turn the GoPro off, and for right now, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to put it in the pan. Okay, for those who have just looked in, I'm still showing one watching. I don't know if somebody's gone off or come back on. My app for the live stream got a screen freeze. So I'm still here. You can still hear my voice. It's done it before when I was doing another okay, so we're almost done with the ground meat. It's already boiled down. I just want to get it down a little more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a follow-up video from what I've made with my GoPro. After this live stream is done. That way you can see the final results of it. It kind of irritates me that the camera decided to do a screen freeze. I'm still here. You can still chat with me. You know, feel free to chat. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn the fire off of the meat and transfer the pot over. So, anyways, I got to let the burner cool down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. I don't know. Okay, I'm losing my laptop on the internet. I'm using my phone as a hotspot at the same time I'm doing this video and this live stream. So as soon as I can, I'm going to I had it on there for a good while this time. All right, now I pulled the meat off of the burner and I've got the pan for which I'm going to put it in. But I've got here cream of mushroom soup. Sometimes some people put milk in it, I don't. So that's what you want. You want to get it all nice and mixed up. Oh, it already smells yummy just the way it is. Okay, so That's nice. That's very well mixed. I'm going to go ahead and reapply the hot spot. Okay. It says that I'm back online from my laptop. Okay, so anyways, here's what we got. We got the ground meat and everything here. I'm going to transfer it over to this pan. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with the rice in a minute. So if you'll just hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so what I have is the meat and the vegetables all put here in the pan now. Now I'm going to put the rice on top. Now most people use mashed potatoes, or they'll put potato slices across the top. I'm going to use rice because Filipinos love rice. So they're going to get the rice. It just won't be in a, on a separate thing. It's going to be right on top. So hang on for just one moment. Okay, so I have put the rice on top of this. And like I said, a lot of people, they'll use mashed potatoes or sliced potatoes. I'm using rice. So you put the rice over across the top of it. You want to get it as far off as into the corners as you can. All right then. Now we're almost finished. Hang on and I'll be right back. Okay, so those of you that are watching and you got a screen freeze, it looks like, well, that's what you got. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting shredded cheese across the top. You'll have to watch my other video I'm going to do with this because I got the screen freeze. So I'm putting cheese across the top. I've already put the meat into the pan. Put the rice on top. Filipinos love rice. So instead of making rice separate and using two different starches, put the rice on the top. And it's going to be just as yummy, trust me. Okay, so I've got, what I did was I put cheese on top, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. So just pardon me another moment, and I'll get right back to you. I really wish you guys online could see this. It is absolutely beautiful. And not having that screen freeze, I didn't want to start up a whole new live stream just because I had a screen freeze. So I'm putting the pan inside the oven. I preheated it. As you can see right here, I'm using my GoPro to show for the later video. I've got it in there, I've got cheese on top, and you only want to keep it in there long enough for the cheese to melt. So that's what we're going to do. All right, that's done. Now while that is in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and clean up, because I don't want to have a big mess to clean up. I want a small mess to clean up. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to clean up, and then I'll get right back with you. And for those of you online, thank you for being here and watching with me. I'm really sorry that the app that I'm using, is called CameraFi, decided it was going to do a screen freeze on me. I'm cleaning while I'm doing this, so thank you again for watching. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. But I am cleaning up right now while the shepherd's pie is in the oven. Now my mom used to make it, and she would use Bisquick as and make biscuits to put on top of it. Also, when she would make it in a casserole, she used to do the same thing. So, and she would roll the biscuits in such a way that the cheese would be inside the biscuits, and then she knew it was done when the cheese was on the outside of the biscuits. Okay, so put that here. Put this here. And I'm going to clean up that stovetop. And if you just joined me, I'm making a shepherd's pie. The idea was to do a live stream while making a shepherd's pie and showing you guys how I did that. I kind of got the idea yesterday, or yeah, was it yesterday or the day before? That when I was doing the Spam sandwich, and so I thought, well, you know, that would be a good way to do a live stream. And but you know, my app that I use for live stream decided maybe my phone got hot or something. I don't know, but it's still online. It's still showing I'm online. Okay, so everything's clean. You know, pretty much. I'll do a full cleaning later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. The cheese is melting. Just give it a little bit more time. And it's going to take a long time for this live stream to post after I turn it off. But I do have a program which I can record off the screen. I'll go ahead and put it on later. And then I'll be able to record off of the actual parts after we went to a screen freeze. And then I'll post that up in a separate video. It won't be as long as this one. This live stream is already going an hour. I don't mind going 2 hours if I can. I just don't know how much battery I have left. I don't have my glasses on, so anyway, so that's it. And if there's any question or anything like that you want to talk to me about, you want to give comment about, you like my cooking videos, I can do a lot more. Choices are not the same as they are back in the US as far as meat cuts and stuff like that, because I like to be able to show you a lot of stuff. There is a supermarket, an SM, in Angeles City by Clark, and they have American cuts of beef there. Now, I think the beef comes from Australia, but they have American cuts of beef there, and you can buy, if you want a turkey for Thanksgiving, you know, they've already got it there. But, you know, that's 14 hours, you know, from where I'm at. And there's just no way I can get down there and get back, especially now. But if you are in Angeles City, you go ahead and go. Oh, some of the other shout outs. Foreigner in the Philippines. It's the story of Terrence and Beth Martin. What's cool about their channel is that their whole family gets involved. We're talking extended family. They love it. They produce all their own videos and everything like that, and it's all published right there on Terrence and Beth Martin. Foreigner in the Philippines. They have a side channel called Terrence and Beth Giving Hope. I think that's what they are. Terrence and Beth Martin Getting Hope. They have for the past 2 years been building houses for the very poor. And what I talk about that is they actually will build a house for those that are very, very poor and those who will never make enough money to even repair their own houses, which are falling down. So what they've done, they formed into a a charity organization. They did it legally. They've been stamped good for the Philippine government, and they don't solicit funds. If you want to give to them, you see what the work they do, you want to give to them to help more. They're very transparent in everything they do, and see what they do. Now, these houses they built are not going to be mansions, you know. They're not going to be all hollow block houses or anything like that. They're going to be like 1/4 hollow block and the rest is NEPA. It is to keep it along the traditional style. The floors will be cement. They will build a cement dirty kitchen for them, and things like that. And let me tell you, these people are extremely happy when they get these houses compared to the houses that they had before. Also, Foreigner's Life in the Philippines. That's Jessica, Beth's sister. Now, they all live on the same mountain and they all have their own channels, but they're all fun to watch. These people know how to have fun with YouTube, so I encourage you to go down there, check out these ones that I'm giving you. It's James and Jessica. He's an American married to Beth's sister, and you can watch their antics, you know, as they go through their life. And Lina and Taliklik in the Philippines. Lina, L-I-N-A, Taliklik, T-A-L-I-C, L-I-C, T-A-L-I-K-L-I-K. This is also Beth's sister, also lives on the same mountain. It's more from her point of view. She's, I think, the oldest of the sisters. You know, watch them. Taliklik is very involved with making videos, even for Terrence and Beth and everything. So get there and watch them. They're really fun to watch. Let me try to think of another one. Cats 21, C-A-T-Z 21 Adventures. Filipina, who is in Manila, and she was a teacher in China for, I think, 10 years, and she's back in Manila now, and she still teaches. She teaches online, and she teaches English. Also, Rodalie Apasaga, A-P-O-S-A-G-A, Apasaga, and just type in Apasaga, you'll see the name Rodalie, and she's just got a fantastic channel herself. Let's see, Merce and Sweetie, M-E-R-S, the letter N, S-W-E-E-T-Y. Check hers out. She's kind of new at this, and she's got stuff in from Singapore, you know, where she's working and everything like that. Her videos are not very long. They're usually very short, but go and check hers out also. So let me go check this. All right, that looks just about right. The cheese is starting to brown, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and then I will be back with you. I really wish you guys that are online can see this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I'll go ahead and turn the oven off. Get my plate. I'm going to move this big pot. You're going to have to watch this one on my follow-up on this one here. Went offline again. As far as my laptop's concerned, and I am reconnected with my laptop. I'm using my phone at the same time I'm doing this live stream. At the same time I'm using this live stream, I'm using my phone as a hotspot. I think I'm about running out of... No, I still got 84%. So, okay. I wish those that are on live stream can actually see this, because this is just incredible. I got a screen freeze on my live stream. It suddenly just stopped doing that. I don't know why. But I do have my GoPro with me, and it's operational and working great. So here it is, guys. There it is. There is your shepherd's pie. It's made with, of course, the ground meat, peas and carrots. I did not put green beans in there. The spices were salt, pepper, onion powder, and a little bit of chili powder. I browned the ground meat first in a big pot, so that and added water so that I wouldn't get big chunks of ground meat, but it'll all have good crumble to it. I made rice. The rice is on the top of the meat, and I put cheese on top of that, and it looks yummy, and it looks really, really good. You want to let it sit for a little while. You don't want to let it just try to use it right away. But for the sake of the program here, I'm going to pull it out. Oh. Yes. And that looks very, very, very good. This is a complete meal of itself. You don't have to make anything extra. You can add green beans. You can add ampalaya if you want to. I don't have any ampalaya with me. And so, all right, now let's give it a taste test here. Oh my goodness. Guys, that's very yummy. I wish you guys that were watching me on live stream could see this. This is very yummy, if I do say so myself. So anyways, I want to thank everybody who's watched me. I want to thank you who's going to be watching this later from my GoPro. And thank everybody for participating. I didn't get any chat tonight. That's okay. I really kind of wish that we would have. I would have enjoyed it. I was ready for it. So thank you, and God bless you, and try out this recipe. It's very good, and you'll love it as much as I do. Thank you.